Hey guys, welcome back to Beavered Games. Welcome back to Cryptid Coffeehouse. It's Tuesday, and I'm off, so I'm gonna play a little bit, and then I'm gonna go back to playing Sims because I enjoy that. And I do want to do another Sim series, but I need to like pick a challenge to do, and then I have to set up the save for that challenge, and it's a lot of work. And I know for sure that I definitely have to do a challenge, because if I don't, I'm going to be listless and get bored so fast. And that's what happened with According to Megan. Even though I had a whole story in mind, it just wasn't giving what it should have been giving. Because I didn't have guidelines. I need rules. The autism begs for rules. So I will do that eventually. But right now, we're going to play Cryptid Coffeehouse, where last time we were just getting to Artemis's house to hang out, and now we're here, and we brought cookies. Hey, I brought something for you. Artemis looks up from their sandwich mid-chew. They have some crumbs next to their mouth. You gesture to the plastic bag you set on the bed, then you reach inside to pull out the cookies that you bought earlier that afternoon. I brought snacks.
Aw.
Hey, snacks. Aw, you didn't have to do that. You delicately begin to unwrap the cookies, placing one next to Artemis's plate. You try your best not to get crumbs all over the bedspread. I don't think they care about that, oddly enough. I feel like they might be a little bit of a junk guy. Well, I did. I walked past the bakery on my way here, so I figured I would give you something. I would get something you and I could share. Artemis's expression grows soft and fond. It makes your chest go all achy. You're starting to discover that getting things for Artemis without them asking always pays off so much. Hope you like it.
Thank you.
Are you kidding? I love cookies. Thank you. See, I knew it was a safe option. I'm kind of curious what the reaction would be for the other things. I wonder if it's just like always going to be that reaction, or if it would be different. I don't know. I'm not going to find out. If you're new here, you will come to find out that when I play visual novels, I very rarely try to get all the endings or all the options and stuff. I just don't care enough. I want to play it natural and how like it was intended from me. If that's what I chose, that's what I chose. Unless I'm save scumming midway. But like ending wise or like outcome wise like this, it just, Of course, it's really my pleasure. Artemis smiles warmly. You smile back at them, entirely content. I haven't had any water today, guys. Drink water. If you're watching, pause right now and get some water, because I know you haven't had any. Eating in silence is a bit awkward though, so maybe you can make some small talk to pass the time. You've got quite a few questions now that you're here at Artemis's place. What would you like to talk about? Well, I guess we could just go in order. What? You've got a really cool place. Artemis looks up from their food to peek at you.
You think so?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's very personalized, and I dig it. Artemis snorts, then takes another bite of their sandwich. They shift the food to the side of their mouth when they speak again. Ew. It's a mess, you mean? No, like it's maximalist if anything. No, I think it's great. Eclectic decor is always good. I love a little bit of eclecticism. Is that a word, or am I just making up words based on existing phonemes? Whatever. Eclectic. I mean that in the most positive way possible. Artemis laughs and shakes their head. A thick lock of black hair falls into their eyes. I'm just teasing. I do know it's a mess though. Kuru, Mordag, and I are all pretty cluttered people, and it definitely shows in how we decorate the house. It used to be rather tame, but then everything sort of exploded out of nowhere. I know it's going to be a pain in the ass to move out of here when it's finally time. How long have you lived here? Just over a year and a half now. Not long. I used to live by myself in a shitty studio, but I don't think living alone is my thing. You get lonely? Artemis flushes, averting their eyes. Yeah, I do better with people around if I'm being honest. If you're being honest, you've always seen Artemis as the lone wolf type, but this changes things. Really? Baby, not for a second did I ever think Artemis was somebody that was going to be by themselves. Artemis very much gives the vibes of somebody that likes to be around people, and even if it's just like existing near them. Huh. Well, who's Mordog? How do you know her? She's just one of my roommates. She's insane, like she's crazy. And insane like you? Because let's be real. Artemis laughs and throws a piece of bread crust at you. It hits you on the cheek. Don't do that. Yeah, whatever. If I'm insane, then you have to be too. I don't deny that. Sure, I'll take it. The two of you smile dumbly at each other before going back to eating. There's a beat. So, what does she mean when she said I'm the Dahlia she's always hearing about? Artemis pauses in the middle of chewing, their face displaying brief panic before they manage to school it into nonchalance. You watch this amused. They swallow, then clear their throat.
I just talk about you. That's all.
Okay. That's what friends do, right? Yep. You smile. It's reassuring. You see some of the worry seep out of Artemis's face. Definitely. Huh. I didn't know you lived with Kuru. Artemis nods. Oh, yeah, we've lived together longer than we've been in the band together. That was a later thing. Oh, how do you guys know Colia then? Artemis's expression goes thoughtful. They scratch the back of their head. Well, that's a good question. I'm not completely sure. You're not sure? Hey, it happens. Sometimes you just have a friend that's a friend's friend, and then they just absorb into the main group. I know. Got hit with a yawn mid-laugh and mid-word. That was crazy. I was like laughing through a word and then just yawn. She's sort of always been there. I know Kuru knew Colia before Colia knew me, but one day she was just there. They laughed and shrugged. Kuru's a good roommate though. He's a nice guy after you get to know him a little bit. Yeah, I could see that. He offered to make us sandwiches and even like put off having his to give us sandwiches first. That was cool. Because honestly, if it was me, I would have put the sandwich aside like that one's mine because I was intended to be mine and then make the other ones afterwards. Might have taken a bite out of it too, just to tide me over during the work. I'm rambling. Artemis lifts up their half-eaten sandwich as if that exemplifies it. Right, Kuru had made the two of you sandwiches. It had definitely been a sweet gesture. See ya? I'm done asking questions. The two of you finish eating relatively quickly. Artemis takes your plate from you and stacks it on top of theirs, putting it on their night table to deal with later. Artemis reaches toward their nightstand again, this time grabbing a remote control. They point it towards the television across the room, turning it on. I didn't even realize the TV wasn't on yet, you know? I can't imagine just eating and talking. Like, if I'm at home, I'm gonna want to put a little something on to watch. I need my little TV. It's giving iPad kid. You sit in content silence for a little while as Artemis pulls up Cryptflix and starts browsing the suggestions and shows on their feed. Suggested movies. With amusement, you notice that Artemis apparently watches quite a bit of reality TV. Hey, me too. So, what are we gonna watch? Artemis clicks through a selection of newly released rom-coms. They peek over at you, a slight smile on their face. I don't know. What do you want to watch? I'm cool with whatever, honestly. Let's watch Midwest Singles then. You're mostly joking, but you would have sworn that you saw the show on their watch list just a few seconds ago. You watch Artemis's cheeks color. They elbow you in the ribs. It doesn't hurt. Okay, when I said I was cool with whatever, that is not what I meant. Why? Let's watch me with singles. You're literally already watching it. Let me guess, you're in season 5, episode 14? Artemis goes a little bit redder. They smack you on the leg with the TV remote. Season 5, episode 11, actually. You can't help but laugh at their expense. The face they make when they're embarrassed is just too cute.
Oh my god.
Shut up. Ew, ew. That made me cringe. I've never done that again. You will never hear me laugh on camera again for a thing. Like a scripted laugh. Never in life. I can't believe you watch Midwest singles. So do you. What is that even supposed to mean? You're the one who's caught up. Hey, touche. But I have a good excuse for watching it. Odina makes me. Oh. That is not a good excuse. I bet you watch it in your free time when no one's around. This is actually a very true statement. Midwest singles has become something of a guilty pleasure, and that is not something you're proud of. You're not willing to admit it either. That is definitely not true. You are totally lying. I can see it in your face. You, in fact, are totally lying. But Artemis can't know that. Dig your heels in, bestie. Oh my god, just pick a movie. Artemis simply casts you a sly smile, then continues to click through the movie catalog. You know they think that they've won. You're not about to say anything that'll further incriminate you. There's about a minute of silence as Artemis browses Cryptflix. Then they sigh, handing you the remote. I hate browsing Cryptflix, man. It's so much work. There's too many options. And like none of them are like super good, you know? Okay, I can't pick. You pick. Guest of honor. You snort and take the remote from them. They stretch their arms over their head, leaning back against the pillows. You try not to stare. They are literally all limbs. You browse the catalog for a bit, trying to decide what you would like to watch. You should probably narrow it down by genre first. If we're hanging out, you know, maybe want to chat in between. Honestly, you want to go for something lighthearted today. Maybe a cheesy rom-com or a silly animated movie from a couple years back. Something easy on the brain. How about Rebel Has a Secret Life? Never seen that one. You turn to Artemis, shocked. You have to consciously keep your jaw from dropping. Artemis shields your face from your... That whole sentence was about to get botched. Artemis shields their face from you with their hand, grinning. You've never seen Rebel Has a Secret Life? No, Dahlia, I have never seen Rebel Has a Secret Life. Oh my god, it's literally a classic. It's about this girl named Rebel, right? And let me guess, she has a secret life? You bap Artemis on the arm with the back of your hand. Why did I say bap that loud? It just came out like that. That was crazy. Yes, smartass, but there's so much more to it. It's so good. We have to watch it. Okay, if you say so. If it's bad though, I'm never letting you live it down. It's not gonna be bad. This is the best movie ever. You are really hyping this up. It better be good. You ignore them with a good-natured roll of your eyes, and then click the movie's Cryptflix graphic. Oh, this is gonna be good. The movie begins to play, and you sit back against the pillows, ready to take it all in. This movie really is one of your favorites. It's easy to get into it as soon as it starts playing. You've seen it a considerable amount of times. You know the plot like the back of your hand. It's even better that Artemis hasn't seen it, because that way you can just spend time peeking at their expression during all your favorite parts. You first peek at Artemis about 15 minutes into the movie. They don't notice. Get in there. Yeah. There's quite a bit of space between you on the bed. With the way Artemis is so caught up in the movie, you don't think they'll notice if you scoot a little closer to them. You wiggle your way over to them, leaving a little bit of space between your legs. They peek over at you. You look back, try not to look like a deer caught in the headlights. They slide their gaze back to the movie a second later. Coast clear? Yeah, keep going. You move close enough that your thighs brush against each other. Artemis peeks at you again. You meet their gaze when they do. You watch their cheeks color a little bit, but then the scene changes in the movie and both of your attentions are taken away from each other. Artemis is warm. Touch him where? You're not really paying attention to the movie anymore, which is fine, you suppose, since you've seen it so many times. You're watching Artemis more than anything, watching them subtly react to the movie on the TV. Your hand is tucked snugly in between your thighs, and you sort of rest it on the plane of Artemis's leg. You can feel your heartbeat thrum excitedly in your veins, which is embarrassing, to say the least, but you spread your fingers across Artemis's thigh, feeling the fabric of their sweatpants against your palm. Artemis is staring at you now. You know they are. You lift your gaze, eyes soft. Artemis's cheeks are flushed, their brows drawn tightly together. They start to nibble on their bottom lip, movie temporarily forgotten. You feel yourself start to blush too. Ah, embarrassing. You find your voice after a moment of just staring at each other, trying your hardest not to back down. Okay? Artemis searches your face. You can't exactly read their expression, but after a second, they dip their head affirmatively. Yeah. Something swells in your chest. You have to look away. Open your hand. Wait. Okay. See, like, this is a situation where I want to save Scum because I do kind of want to see the other options. Like, I don't know. It's like I don't like seeing other options for some things, but other things it's like I do kind of want to know what happens. And usually I just end up going back with my first choice. But I just want to see. Open hand. It's easy to get comfortable the way you are. Artemis doesn't seem to mind very much, and you're trying your hardest not to think too much about the fact that you're touching Artemis. Part of you wants to see how far this could go. You direct your attention away from the movie again, looking down at your hand on Artemis's thigh. You stroke your thumb a little bit on the outer side of their thigh and watch them kind of go rigid. It shouldn't be funny, but it is. It's a little funny. Gently, you flip your hand over. Artemis is watching you now, their eyelashes drooping as they look down at your hand. Palm up, waiting. There's a beat of nothing, and then Artemis lifts their hand and carefully slides it into your palm. Your face heats so fast that you feel like a wildfire has sparked on your skin. Their fingertips are rough with calluses from playing their guitar. Their fingers are so much longer than yours. Do you guys remember that BAPV live where I can't even remember which member it was, but he was like, your fingers are so fucking long, because he was reading a comment and then he immediately regretted it, clapped his hand over his mouth, and then ended the live. That was iconic. It was on all the compilations back when compilations were such a big thing. Yeah, you had to be there. Cautiously, they begin to intertwine their fingers with yours. These sentences hate me. It's so apprehensive and nervous that it makes your heart flutter. There are butterflies in your stomach. The two of you meet eyes. Artemis looks like they might start crying, but not in a bad way. Something about that makes the corners of your mouth quirk up. You spend a decent portion of the rest of the movie with your hand in Artemis's, and it's nice. It's warm, and it's comfortable, and for some reason, it feels right. Artemis starts to rub your thumb with theirs. You know they aren't really watching the movie because you can feel them looking at you. You were missing peak cinema, Artemis. When you turn your head in their direction, you see them quickly look away. You smile. What? Your voice is soft, almost like if you raise it any, you might scare them. Artemis slides their gaze back over to you, their cheeks scarlet. Nothing? You have a feeling it's not nothing. No, what is it? There's another long pause. Artemis chews at their lip, and they sort of dip their head towards you, hair falling over their brow. Dahlia, A hard and quick knock sounds to your right. Both you and Artemis jerk your heads up at the noise. Hey, just so you know, where... Murdoch peers inside of the room. Several expressions come onto her face in the span of a moment before settling on something that looks a lot like pleasant surprise. You feel your face burn. Artemis is an intense shade of red as you've ever seen before. Murdoch drums her fingers on the door frame, a smug smile tugging at her mouth. She clears her throat. We're leaving. Okay. Murdoch leans into the room. Artemis hides their face with their free hand.
Did I interrupt something?
She's teasing. You can tell from her shading grin and raised eyebrows, but embarrassment rushes hot through your veins even though she didn't walk in on much. Holding hands is scandalous, you guys. It's crazy. No. Ah, I see. Well, see you later, Artemis. Bye.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too, girl. You too. With one last nod of her head, Murdoch dips out of the room, pulling the door closed behind her. There's a long silence, the movie still playing. Artemis won't look at you. Their ears and cheeks bright pink, but they're still holding your hand, so you suppose that everything is alright. Oh my god, we have $63, let's go! I think that's the most we've ever had. I will save, thanks. I didn't even need to scum. I think I might end it here. I'm gonna end it here, guys. I am. I'm gonna save that and end it because that felt like good. That felt like a good place to stop. Like they basically almost confessed. You were there. You saw it. So we're coming up on it. It's coming close, you guys. Big things are about to happen. But yeah, I'll be back at it on Saturday, which means maybe the video will go up on Saturday or Sunday. I don't know. Maybe even Friday night I will film and then it'll be Saturday morning. I don't know. I don't no promises. But thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, etc. whatever. And I hope you have a good day or night or what the fuck ever. Bye.